Alright then, boys. So, episode, what knows what, trade recap. We'll go over, because last week I was in Wales on a little camping holiday. So no trade recaps from last week, but I'll go over them in this video. I only took one last week. It was on Tuesday. So I'm sure that was this leg up. I'm pretty sure was a high time frame liquidity sweep, maybe like weekly or daily or something. Yeah, it was just like that. Back to it. Okay. So, at a high time frame liquidity sweep. Right. And fucking Jesus Christ. Wait, hang on. Here we go. Alright. So I had a high time frame liquidity sweep. So I drew out equilibrium from the high to the low. And then I believe 5 minute there was a fair value gap. Yeah, 5 minute fair value gap, which overlapped with equilibrium. So I set my limit order at the fair value gap, and we came into equilibrium. Had a nice little reaction, but seeing this bit of consolidation, I moved my stops to break even, and it was a good thing I did because would have got stepped out. So that was a break even trade. I was only up like what, £800, and then the profit target was the swing low. That's where I was going to move stops to break even, but we never got there. And with this consolidation, price slowing down, I wasn't willing to hold. And then obviously second TP being here, these equal lows, and then eventually this 1 hour fair value gap, and maybe even this weekly inverse fair value gap if we hold it for a long period of time. But that's that trade covered, and I'm gonna clear up this chart because these are last week's trades, and I took 2 trades today, but yeah, whatever, man. I'll go over them in a minute. This trade I did not take because I did not get filled. Not annoyed per se because, well, I predicted the market, but it would have been real nice to enter, I can't lie. So we have this liquidity sweep, and we get our breaker structure. I think on the 15 minute, or is it half an hour, something? Where is it? There's like a little imbalance. Might be an hourly. Yeah, an hourly inverted fair value gap here. So we had this liquidity sweep at the low. Real nice reaction off of it. Closed above, so we had a market structure shift. Okay. I had retracement into this hourly fair value gap. Drop on down to the 5 minute. And once we were in this inverted fair value gap, what I was waiting for was a market structure shift, which we got on this big leg up. Then I zoned into the 1 minute time frame to look for my entry, and my entry was, well, where I set it was like, it's here on this 1 minute fair value gap, which, this is technically a big order block. So I was thinking, price will come on down maybe a little bit further, tap into the order block, fill out this fair value gap, then proceed to go higher and higher, but we couldn't get past this fair value gap. And I was in Wales, so I wasn't, constantly looking at my phone, so I just placed the buy order and just kind of left it. And you see, we never got tapped into. Got close to there, but we never got tapped into. And well, the trade just goes and fucking bangs, hits my higher time frame liquidity, which would have given a 14 RR. No, it did not, because I did not enter. However, alright, today, from this leg, this was GU obviously there's equilibrium, and this is a daily fair value gap, which I have got it labelled. It's just really, really long because it's daily. And during Asian and towards the end of the New York session, yesterday, we were consolidating. So we had a lot of liquidity, generating liquidity, both sides. And you can see we only tapped into the daily fair value gap once, right here. I think this was this created the daily fair value gap because we were just playing around, right? So I was thinking, all right, we're generating liquidity, buy side and sell side liquidity. And then coming in, same, this was market open. I'll mark it here. No, that's not what I fucking wanted. This one. This red line's market open. So we came and we purged the buy side liquidity. Alright, let me just get rid of this for now. So we purged the buy side liquidity and also filled out this 15-minute fair value gap. Okay, so liquidity sweep, filled out an imbalance. We came into it twice and there was a huge reaction off of them both times. Alright, so all I was waiting for, I'll drop down to the 5-minute, and what I was waiting for was this big old fair value gap, 5-minute fair value gap, to get disrespected, which it did eventually. It was quite slow, but it did get disrespected. And then I dropped down to the 1-minute. This was an inverted 1-minute fair value gap. Or was it just a 1-minute fair value gap? I'm not too sure. No, an inverted fair value gap, which I set my first buy order at, and obviously got tapped into. And then, you know, came on down a bit. But the original entry was this 5-minute inverse fair value gap, which lined up perfectly with equilibrium of this down range. So I was thinking, all right, because of that 14 RR trade event, I was thinking, okay, I'll find an entry that's, you know, a bit lower down, just in case we decide to come on up into the fair value gap and then just continue lower and lower, coming for the equal lows and the equilibrium in the daily fair value gap, right? So that's what I was thinking, placing the order there. Only risk 0.5%. But I also set this trade setup up with the same stop loss, you know, same idea, as we'd come on up into equilibrium, fill out this inverted fair value gap, close, remain, like, still be in this inverted fair value gap and then continue lower, but they obviously it never fucking happened. But, you know, I'm not upset about this trade because, well, on the 15-minute too, we also inverted the fucking fair value gap. And then just price had other ideas for whatever reason. I'm not actually too sure. Purge on buy side liquidity, 15-minute real good reaction, equilibrium, inverse gap within equilibrium, disrespecting bullish confirmations, and then we decide to disrespect bearish confirmation too. But, you know, it happens. I'm not sure why, but it happened. Just wasn't my day, obviously. I'm not upset because, you know, any other day I would have taken the exact same trade. It's just that this one time it hasn't worked, you know. But let's clean up the charts a little because it's pissing me off now. But no, we're not done. We're not done. I had one left in the locker. And it failed. So yeah, hourly time frame, you know, bit of consolidation going on, bit of sell side liquidity. We are having to sweep, and we swept this candle literally to the tick. Came into equilibrium. This is also a daily fair value gap, 4-hour fair value gap. Oh, we're going up, baby. Waited for this fair value gap this 15-minute fair value gap to get disrespected, which it did, closed above, and I was going to set my order here, like this. But the candle did that fucking delayed thing. So it was down here, and then the timer ran out, and then it jumped up here, and then price sank into here, and then started coming on up. So I had to manually enter the trade, which filled me in up here, fucking somewhere up here. Does not matter. Thinking, oh yeah, we've already tapped into it. It's fucking go time. Nah. Read this 5-minute fair value gap, didn't hold. You know what price came to seek out? This 1 minute inverted fair value gap, which has been filled multiple fucking times, and we barely even tap into it. And we disrespect this one, disrespect this one, disrespect this one, disrespect the 5-minute, disrespect this one, disrespect all of them. But now we respect to the tick this shitty inverted fair value gap right down here. And then, well, obviously, I entered. It was looking good. Went and got a trim. Looks nice, thank you. I knew you were going to say that. And now we're working our way on up. But, man, it's tough. That's a tough one to take. Because I set my stop here. It was going to be below this low. But even if it was, I would have still been taken out of the trade. So it doesn't even fucking matter. No, the spreads would have taken me out anyway. I mean, you should have put your stop at the low, Joe. Should have put it at the low. Oh, I obviously know that now, dickhead, don't I? But we inverted this fair value gap, which for some fucking reason didn't hold. Also inverted this 5-minute fair value gap. It's not like I just entered blindly with an unprotected stop loss. I had a 15-minute inverse fair value gap and a 5-minute 5-minute fair value gap. It just didn't hold. Today obviously just wasn't my day. But out of the two, fuck GU, man. It's pissing me off now. Why the fuck are we engineering this much liquidity just to then sweep and then disrespect bullish confirmation, which means bearish, which means we're going down, to then just completely just spike up? Why are we so aggressively pushing higher and higher and higher? We didn't even tap into this daily fair value gap which we made yesterday. Look how fucking bullish we have been. Right, so it's stupid of me to go bearish, but when the fuck is the retracement happening? How much buy-side liquidity do we need on a higher time frame in order to see some form of retracement? Because I was fairly fucking confident. And any other day I would have taken the trade. So, I can't be pissed. I'm pissed off because my account, I know it's just numbers, but my account is not looking good once again. It's on 185 out of 180. But I mean, today, I think it was just another case of seeking for opportunity when it wasn't there, but it was there. And that partnered with the couple pips away from a 14 RR trade is, man, nothing kicks you about and just puts you on the arse more than fucking day trading, man. It is tough, but I don't want to waffle, don't want to get into it. Surprise, surprise, payout hasn't come. His name's not Irony, it's Irony. But, surprise, surprise. He says 2.5 weeks. And then says, for your bad ETA, you're in with the second week of May batch. And we've been in the second week of May batch for approximately, I don't know, 3-4 weeks. Second week of May batch. What? Second week of May batch. We've been there. What the fuck is taking so long, man? If I had my money, it doesn't even matter. I don't even want to get into it, but if I had my money then this 200k account will be a hell of a lot stressful, and maybe my hairline might not be vanishing so quickly. You know, I might be able to sleep at night. I might be able to eat. When I get the payout, I'm gonna make a video about the whole one of one experience, because man, they are not talked about enough. I will go through everything that I know about the firm, including the people. I'll go through everything from how to request your payout, how to get your refund. If I even get my refund, I'm not even sure. But, you know, I'll make a whole video explaining fucking everything there is. Everything good, everything wrong. I mean, there will be no stones unturned when it comes to one of one funding, because they aren't spoke about enough. And every time someone tries to make a video, it comes up on my TikTok feed, fucking Moore's Trade. Did a stitch or a snitch or something? Fucking was a stitch to it, and like debunks it. It's like, yeah, we're paying people out, bro. Go to this website, blah 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 blah. Motherfucker, we are living proof. You ain't paying out. You might be paying out, but not fucking quick enough. Not for your competitors. Fucking shit, man. The whole time I've been with 101, it has been nothing but delays. But it's not all been bad. So I'll make a video on that if I ever get paid out. Say next year, maybe. You know, second week of May. Just 7 days, a 7-day block of payouts is taking, I don't know, it might be 2 months from now. I'll see my money. It just ain't fucking on, is it? You know, I might as well just like, I could probably plan and perform a heist quicker than I'll get my payout money. So if you see me on the news, it wasn't my fault. I didn't want to do it. Irony, TGR, the meanest sir. Not Mohammed. I like Mohammed. Owen. You all did this to me. Bad shit. And a bear. Hadi guru shurus.